You helped me draw up the plans, so I don't see why it's coming as a surprise to you. No, I'm not being narky, Megan. I'm fine. Or at least I would be, if you didn't keep checking up on me every 5 minutes. Listen, I gotta go. Yeah, keep the airwaves open.
Take your finger off the emergency button. I'm not here to rob you.
That's a shame. The hounds could have done with a run out.
Don't say I never give you anything.
Apart from a throbbing pain behind the eyes and an overwhelming urge to put my hands around your throat.
That, my friend, is the deal of the century. Wow, hate to be your actual enemy. Well, the email quote obviously wasn't enough, so there you go. It's all there. The costings, the charts with the different coloured pieces of pie there.
You get the felt tips out, did you?
We can keep the overheads way low because we're so close. We can be on tap 24/7.
Yeah. And when there's a problem, I end up in conflict with my best mate's wife. I can do without that kind of complication.
Yeah, he's got enough grief in his own personal life.
This is purely business. Totally separate from any relationships we may or may not have. Look, just read the proposal in full. You are getting a massive piece of pie. I'll meet you in the Woolly later. You can treat me to dinner while we iron out this deal, yeah?
She, always this pushy?
She's dangerous when bored.
And this is another one of her in her pigtails. Isn't she adorable?
Bernice, I am barely interested in looking at photos of my own kids, let alone anyone else's. Please, just give me a break here. I'm trying to relax.
Was that really necessary? I need her in a good mood.
Well, she can't be that bothered about her kids, else she won't be leaving them all over the place like last night's Snickers, would she? Hiya, you all right?
He's pig ignorant, that's the problem.
Most of them are. I blame the Y chromosome myself. Hopefully they'll be able to breed it out in future generations.
I mean, you should have seen him. He looked at me like I was something he'd stepped in.
Oh, don't do anything hasty. Look, have a glass of wine and relax. He knows he's on to a good thing. Important thing is not to lose your cool.
Or I could just sort it out once and for all.
You know what? Not even an apology. Just him going on about me telling him what to do. It's pathetic.
Well, that's just typical of all of them, Debs, to be honest. They just say what they think you want to hear, and they don't mean a word of it. Which is why you've got to sting them before they sting you. Hey, you made it then. I knew you couldn't resist. And you might even get fed, Robs, because Marlon apparently is running some two-for-doofers offer.
Well, we're just there for a drink, actually.
Yep. He almost had to strong-arm me out of the house.
Fine. I mean, who needs to eat when there's money to be made?
Oh, back again, are you?
Did you get hold of her?
Yeah, I could barely get her off the phone.
And?
Charlie thinks he's having some sort of breakdown now, apparently. Encouraged by his Brighton mates, no doubt, with their organic veg boxes and their reflexology. Talk about taking man flu to a whole new level. I'm staying down there to nurse him through it. He's really got his hooks into her.
But did you manage to...
Yeah, she said it's fine for you to have a galley slave. But it's coming out of my profit, so they better be cheap.
Don't you worry, the man I've got in mind is as cheap as they come. And an empire was born. Oh, we could invent a new cocktail or something, like a signature drink to celebrate.
Yes. But in the meantime, the extracts are fine, but the fry's pretty gunked up, so can I leave that in your capable hands? Yeah?
You do know that what he really needs is to be back doing what he loves best.
Killing small animals and collecting free paperweights. It's only a few months until his suspension is lifted. Surely you can put up with him until then, eh?
Is that all it is?
Afraid so.
So, come on then. What do you need to know? Ask me anything.
What do I need to do to get a bit of peace and quiet around here?
Look, can you not take a hint?
Excuse me, I'm trying to do business here. Do you want to run off and get a couple of menus?
I'm not your gopher.
Oh, no, I forgot your hers, aren't you? So why don't you run off and play before I get to retract your lead?
Do you want to go somewhere else? I don't know about you, I just don't like the atmosphere in here.
Chill out. Listen, if I needed a bodyguard, I'd pay one.
Fine. I'll leave you to it.
Finally, takes the hint. Just stick him on the tab, yeah?
So who's going to be settling up? You or Declan?
What do you think?
Wow. I can see where you get it from.
Well, he's a grown man. I'm sure he can handle it.
I'll have a pint, please.
Pint. You're probably used to cutting deals in some boring old golf club, aren't you? Or out shooting dumb animals. But hey, I won't tell anyone if you don't.
You might have noticed I'm about as concerned what people think as you are.
Yes, I had noticed you're pretty shameless. And I have used your antics on more than one occasion.
I'm glad to be of service. Look, I don't really want this. I'm gonna go.
No, you're not. I need you here to remind me that things could always get a lot worse.
Oh, cheers for that. Maybe if I lie on the floor, it'll make it easier to get the boot in.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying that you're not the only one who's having a rough time right now.
No word from Jay.
Yeah, I'm bombarded daily with texts, thanks. But, you know, it's his choice to run off, wasn't it? I didn't go anywhere. So I've decided to channel my energies elsewhere.
His loss is my gain.
Yes, you're right. Got a lot more in common than you realise. Well, we're the injured parties, aren't we? I don't know about you, but I'm looking for some compensation.